them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Harris in at 2-guard. Johnson out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Duncan. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second row.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Now Thornton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now Monroe kicks to Thornton. The drive by Monroe. That's good. Monroe's got 6 points.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Dishes to Harris. The rebound by the Bucks.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
The shot by Middleton, wide open, and it's off from 3-point range. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He ended with 23 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A dominating performance from a player who might start making waves around the NBA. That is what the franchise hopes, at least, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Thornton passes to Vaughn. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Spurs leading by 17. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Pop, a solid halftime lead here. How were you able to keep their offensive firepower in check so well in that second quarter?
I thought we missed a couple of shots and missed some easy shots. So they helped us a great deal. So we were pretty fortunate that quarter.
Pop, thanks for the time. Guys?
Thanks so much, Doris. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. The main thing is that we had a very good half in terms of shot selection. We haven't forced anything. We've taken what the defense has given us and it's led to a terrific shooting percentage. At least we're on target from beyond the arc. There was some good long-range shooting for us in that half.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
We've seen Lamar.
Harris is checked in for San Antonio. Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Jabari Parker is out there at Greg Monroe. And it's Thornton in at the point. Parker dishes to Harris. Back to Parker. He kicks it to Harris. Shot from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. Bucks trail by 20. To the paint. Parker's shot is off.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Oh, terrific work finishing a soft move like that. The finger roll.
The Bucks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Fourth personal foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Greg Monroe. At the line for two.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws.
Looking at the game Greg Monroe has been having, 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Bucks trail by 20. And Thornton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Thornton. He dishes it to Monroe. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Harris kicks to Duncan. Spurs working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. From deep. Harris missing again. Milwaukee with the ball. Antetokounmpo passes to Parker. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Parker. Plumlee, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Nick Stauskas comes in for Chris Middleton. And so he hits both.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Harris kicks to Leonard. Harris outside. Harris missing again. Bucks trail by 18. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Hits, count that one from Stauskas. For San Antonio, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Leonard dishes to Harris. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got 15 points.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Timeout. Start it.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Leonard. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Plumlee. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Harris kicks to Mills. They set the screen. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Vaughn, the pass to Thornton. Shoots from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Thornton's got 11 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes. Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. The Bucks also with the sub. Chris Middleton's checked in for Vaughn. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In fourth, the Bucks.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Henson hits them both.
Nice numbers from Henson. 9 points and 2 blocks. It's such a benefit to them when he plays this kind of game.
And really unexpected, but invaluable.
Well, I don't think you're going to miss too many like those.
Bucks trail by 14. And here's Thornton. He's got 11. Here's Plumlee. The rebound by Johnson. Harris against Thornton. There's the 3. And good, the 3-point shot, good from Harris. Harris has got 18 points. The Bucks shooting 41% for the game. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Plumlee with the screen. For 3, Stauskas. Great D that time from Green. Spurs leading by 17. Takes a 3. And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Harris.
Manu Ginobili.
Here's Mills. Harris, he's in at shooting guard. Johnson out there with Green. Then it's Mills, and it's Diaw in at the center. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Poked away. Fast break, Milwaukee. Parker leading the charge.
Yes. And with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
Clark, the biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
You know, I thought both teams worked hard at both ends, but sky-high field goal percentage and pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Excellent effort tonight.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Bucks.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Leonard. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way.
That's a wall.
And Monroe with the basket on the assist by Parker.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
From deep three-point range, Harris misses. And so it's San Antonio.